Premature ejaculation sucks, but fortunately, any man can overcome this issue with the right knowledge and willingness to take action. Hey guys, I'm Jonathan White. I'm here to help you master your sexual energy so you can manifest your ideal life. If you want to learn more about sexual mastery, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to stay notified when I release new videos and go live. Make sure you get my free ejaculation control course through the link in the video description below. In this video, I'm going to explain in depth what's causing premature ejaculation and what you can do to overcome it. So first of all, the most common thing for men who have premature ejaculation to ask is, what can I do during sex to not ejaculate so quickly? But the truth is that it's a bit more deep than that. It's not so much what you need to do during sex, but rather the changes you need to make to your mind, your body, and especially your nervous system overall to change this pattern that you have. Dealing with premature ejaculation, I would say, is really about balancing your nervous system. How your nervous system is functioning on a day-to-day basis is really what is affecting premature ejaculation. First of all, it's very important to understand that when we look at male physiology, the ejaculatory function is linked to the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight response. Essentially, ejaculation is a tension response in the body. It's caused by a buildup of tension. When you're having sex, your penis is being stimulated. The friction on your penis is sending these signals to your nerves and causing this buildup of excited sexual energy in the pelvic region, especially around the prostate in the pelvic floor. So what's happening is during sex, as you're becoming more and more aroused, more and more stimulation, this pressure is starting to build in that prostate region. And once it hits the maximum threshold, your brain sends a signal which triggers that spasming of the prostate, which pumps the fluid out, and we experience that as an ejaculation. Once you're at that buildup of tension, there is absolutely nothing you can do to prevent an ejaculation. It's all about preventing that buildup in the first place. And this is what's really important to understand, is that most men who have premature ejaculation have an overstimulated nervous system. They're functioning in fight or flight 24/7. And on a day-to-day basis, they have high levels of tension in their pelvic floor, in their body, and especially high levels of stress and overexcitement in the nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system. And if you're one of these men, you probably don't realize that you're holding tension in your body unconsciously, and almost always in the pelvic floor region, the area around the genitals. Imagine all day that you are carrying something in your hand and you were just squeezing it hard all day long. That's essentially what a lot of men are doing with their pelvic floors. So there's already this buildup of nervous system excitement and tension, stress really, in the pelvic floor. So your threshold of how much more tension you can handle there without ejaculating becomes very, very little, because you're basically already on that edge, ready to ejaculate. So as soon as you start having sex, you've got maybe just a few seconds, maybe a minute or two, and you're ejaculating, because there's not much space for your tension level to increase. You can't really add more when it's already at a maximum, right? And you know that this is happening because when your penis is being stimulated, your pelvic floor contracts, it's tensing, like you're doing a Kegel constantly, over and over, every time your penis is stimulated. This is premature ejaculation. You're essentially right on the edge 24/7. So this is very important to understand, and this is the underlying information we need to know before we can start to do something about it. So the solution is to start to release these tension and stress patterns from the mind and the body. These things are always connected. Tension in the mind creates tension in the body. Tension in the body creates tension in the mind. So we want to create space and fluidity in the nervous system. As you can think about the nervous system as this communication system, which it really is, right? But what's happening during sex is all the information is becoming lodged in the genitals for men. And again, when you're a stressed out, hypertense person, when you have premature ejaculation, you already have this huge clog of information, of nervous system energy in your genitals. When you can start to free up space in your nervous system, allow it to be a bit more grounded and calm, it can start to hold a higher charge without making you ejaculate. And one of the keys to this is freeing up that space in the pelvic floor, in the genital region, so that all that information doesn't become congested there, causing ejaculation very quickly, but allowing it to be spread through the body in this communication between genitals and brain, throughout the whole body, really. This nervous system runs up the spine. That's why the sexual kung fu work is all about opening this channel, the microcosmic orbit, the Taoists call it, this channel up the back of the body, down the front of the body. So the number one step is to do as much as you can to reduce stress in your life. And I know that that's not easy for everyone, especially in the world that we live in today, but there are practices you can do to balance your nervous system so that you're able to cope with stress better and not be holding it as tension in your body all day. So for premature ejaculation, the number one most important thing to start to do is proper breathing. I've covered this over and over in many of my videos, but if I repeat something, you can be sure that it's important, because me, having practiced proper breathing and pranayama, all kinds of breathing techniques over 10 years now, I still, in times of stress, can find myself breathing very shallow. So it's something we all have to be aware of all the time. Proper breathing comes from the belly, comes from deep in the belly. You think of your lower abdomen as being a balloon, and you want to expand it in all directions as you inhale. When you're just breathing up here in the chest, that increases the tension in your belly. It increases the sympathetic nervous system activation and stresses you out more. So breathing from deep in the belly, you want to concentrate on expanding it in all directions. This will be difficult for a lot of men in the beginning because you're probably holding a lot of tension in the diaphragm, in the whole belly area. So this breathing, which shows you have these tension patterns and that nervous system congestion happening there. So this proper breathing opens up this whole abdominal area. Your nervous system starts to function better. The information can travel more fluidly and smoothly rather than getting jammed up in certain areas. And this is also very helpful for proper pelvic floor health. Tension in the pelvic floor as a result of nervous system tension is the number one cause of premature ejaculation. So deep belly breathing, concentrate on that, expanding your pelvic floor as well. You want to start practicing this every day. I recommend you set aside 5 minutes at least a day to practice deep abdominal breathing, either sitting on a chair or laying on the floor, and just try to see how deep and slow you can get your breath and how smooth and balloon-like you can get it to expand your whole abdomen and feel everything that's moving with this breath. When you start practicing this every day, you will notice you feel a lot calmer afterwards. And 24/7, anytime during the day, you can connect with this breathing as well to balance your nervous system, to calm down, get back in your body. And eventually you will carry that proper breathing over into sex as well, which results in a more balanced nervous system so you can handle more sexual stimulation. That nervous system electricity can move through your body more evenly without getting stuck in the genitals, and you will start to be able to last longer during sex and feel more pleasure. Something else I recommend doing is stretches which target the pelvic floor muscles and the surrounding muscle groups. Stretching in combination with deep breathing is a really great way to stretch out the tissues and help release some of these underlying tension patterns. It will develop better structure in your body, better posture, and better flow of energy and nervous system information. Check out my video on the top exercises for pelvic floor tension to have a daily stretching routine to work on this. Reverse Kegels are another extremely helpful practice that will stretch out your pelvic floor, and you want to start incorporating these into practicing self-pleasure or sex with a partner, because a major part of overcoming premature ejaculation is overcoming that involuntary squeezing of the pelvic floor that's happening during sexual stimulation. And a great way to do that is using gentle reverse Kegels instead of a squeezing. That will help to retrain your body to last longer and will help stretch out those pelvic floor tissues, avoiding congestion and a quick ejaculation. And I highly recommend incorporating some body-mind connection practices into your daily routine. Yoga is a really great starting point. It will help you to release tension in your body, feel more calm and balanced, and have more body awareness. Qigong is also an amazing practice that frees up the flow of qi, vital energy, life force in your body, as well as balancing the nervous system and allowing it to communicate efficiently rather than getting tense and short-circuited. I also recommend meditation practice daily as a way to calm the mind, to release stress, and to get out of negative thought loops that hold you in tense, stressful states. And don't feel like you have to do all of these things at once. I know this all can feel overwhelming. If you were to do just one thing, I would recommend the deep, slow breathing practice. Do that every day. Have a 5-minute practice where you're just doing that. You can also start to incorporate it into other things you're doing throughout the day. And that will help carry over into being able to breathe properly during sex as well, to keep the energy flowing and to keep your body calm. So again, just to summarize, the first step is being aware of how much stress and tension you're carrying around on a day-to-day basis, and start to do things to overcome those patterns. At least do practices to help your body cope with stress better if you can't fully remove the stress. And then to start to integrate that into your connection with your genitals as well, whether that's practicing by yourself, self-pleasuring, or during sex with a partner. You want to start to bring more awareness into where you're getting tense, when you're starting to be stuck in your mind, overthinking, and just allow your body and mind to stay relaxed, calm, and in the moment. And as you start to rewire your pelvic floor to stay relaxed and fluid so it can hold more excitement and sexual pleasure without quickly ejaculating, you will find yourself having an entirely new sexual experience. So it's not realistic for men to expect to do these things and the next day everything is completely better. This is something that builds on with time and practice and training. This is all about training consistently over a period of time. And for some, the progress may be a bit slow, but I guarantee if you stick with it, you keep training, you will see consistent results getting better and better over time. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're ready to go deep into sexual kung fu training, check out my 12-week course, Multi-Orgasmic Man. This is a complete guide for you to learn how to manage your sexual energy, open up the channels of your body so that you can redirect this energy through your whole body, experiencing full body, non-ejaculatory orgasms and lasting for hours in bed. Find more information in the description of this video. Please subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, and leave a comment below. Have a great day, my friends.